Create a banner. Hey, y'all. Great day, honeys. Hola, cariños. Oh, yeah. Let me go to, I guess I'll go to Instagram too. I don't know what they have going on sometimes, but I'll give you all a few moments to join me. And I'm going to put up a couple of banners in just a moment. But as you all are popping in, tell me about your week. How are all the things? What am I looking up right now? Oh, Instagram. Hey, y'all. So right now we're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And we're about to be live on Instagram as well for all the feels February. All the feels February. I don't know how many of you all were here last week or the week before, but let me start on Instagram first, and then I will. My lighting is not. It's not giving what it was supposed to give. Wasn't it supposed to give something? Hey y'all, happy what is today? Happy Tuesday. Hey everybody. All the Feels February is officially happening right this second. You are here. I need to adjust my lighting, you all. I'm not sure what's happening. I did move it around, so maybe that's what's taking place. I'm not sure. But as the different platforms are notifying you all that I'm live, I'm going to get a couple of prompts up on the screen for you in just a moment. So I'll let you all come on in. And of course, if you don't join live, the replay will be available on Instagram and on YouTube and Facebook. So feel free to watch it at your own leisure. The last time tonight, you all, we are, for all the feels February, we're focusing on being proud of yourself. When was the last time you felt proud of yourself and celebrated yourself? Like, when was the last time you threw yourself a party? And I don't mean an actual party, even though that's totally fine and completely allowed as well. But when was the last time you decided, you know what, I'm going to celebrate myself because I have accomplished this, I've completed this, or whatever the case is. So that's what we're talking about tonight. So I'll give you guys a few more momentos to come on in. Celebrate yourself. Hey, Facebook. Add banner. Hey, y'all. Y'all, today is Tuesday, isn't it? Okay. Listen, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's Tuesday the 15th. Ooh, some of y'all might still be celebrating the Valentine's Day, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm going to wait just maybe like another couple of seconds, and then I'm going to get started. So we're doing live journaling for all the feels February with a focus tonight on feeling proud. More specifically, feeling proud of yourself, celebrating yourself, and honoring your accomplishments, because how often do we really take a lot of time to do that, right? So yes, I'm going to turn this way so I can kind of get the best of both worlds in terms of angle-wise. Oh, what's that? I want to hear, how was y'all's Valentine's Day? How was Valentine's Day? How was the day after Valentine's Day? What did you all do for Valentine's Day? Excuse me, you all. All the things. Tell me all of the things. I'm a bit thirsty. Hey, honeys. I'm officially live on all of the places, in all of the places. It is all the feels February, and we're talking about all of the feelings. Tonight, though, we're talking about feeling proud. So let me know once you're here, once you're tuned in, drop me a hello or a wave in the comments, so that way I'll know that you are present, and we'll just start chatting. The purpose of all the feels February is to give you space to share your feelings, to think about your feelings, and also to connect with your feelings. When I first started this 2 weeks ago, my approach and my mindset was, there's so many of us who, well, we limit ourselves to feeling mad, glad, happy, or sad, right? Like we don't allow for ourselves to really explore what we're feeling, like what we may be physically feeling in our bodies and what emotional feeling we're having as well. And so I was like, it's February. Again, it's Black History Month. We have Valentine's Day happening and a host of other things. And I'm like, there's a lot of different feelings that just come up. And we want to be able to name those feelings, right? And connect with those. So that way we're able to better navigate that space in which the space isn't causing the feeling, but that way we're able to navigate the space that we're in. To where you may think, oh, this Black history fact has me upset, or what people are saying has me angry. And it's like, does it have you angry, or is there a different emotion? Is there a different feeling that you're actually experiencing? So just wanted to give you all some additional tools for your arsenal for this journey of life. Okay. So I'm going to put the first prompt up. If you're watching the replay, or of course, if you are live, you can comment your response to the prompt, or you can actually take this time to simply write. So I'm going to take a little bit longer tonight because I really want to like a little bit longer in my writing versus this being a list. So what we'll do tonight is I'll put the prompt up, and again, during the live or in the replay, you're welcome to list your items in your journal. And I would encourage you to actually take some time just to do some writing. There's such a great transfer, such a great release that takes place once you've been able to put pen to paper and really get a lot of things out of your mind. It's just great separation. Yeah, I don't know what my lighting is doing, but it's not doing. Okay. All right. So first up, let's see. We're going to do this. How often do you find yourself proud? And again, more specifically, proud of yourself. So I'm going to take me some time and I'm going to write. And again, you all are welcome to write with me. I think I do this more so for myself, if I'm totally honest. No, it's really for you all. So how often do you find yourself proud? I like to write the prompt out, even though I know that I'm giving you all the prompts as I'm writing. This could be a great tool or tip for you all. I love writing out the prompt, and then I date it. Sometimes, as of late, I may put like the actual location as to like where I'm writing. So right now, I would do 2/15/22 in my office, or whatever the case is. And I may even notate that it's for all the feels February. So, but yes. So I like to write the prompt out. That way, as you're writing, be it if you're having a one-on-one session with me, or even if you're in a group session with me, or if you found a guided journal, be on the lookout. If you found a guided journal that you enjoy, it's just great to be able to reflect back to that prompt, because sometimes we kind of just start to write and float away a little bit. And so it's just really, really, really helpful to be able to reference that. So just wanted to share an approach I take when I'm writing. So how often do you find yourself proud of yourself? Y'all hear my arm going back and forth on the paper? Little ASMR situation for you ASMR lovers, I guess. I'm shaking the screen. They're shaking the table. You all read the prompt is at the bottom of the screen. How often do you find yourself proud? More specifically, proud of yourself. So I'm taking some time to write here. I encourage you all to do the same. And we'll be ending right at 7:30. So I'm just going to write this for a couple more minutes, and then I will share just a snippet that I wrote. Okay, y'all. I'm almost finished, I promise. Told y'all. So, okay, what I wrote here, how often do you find yourself proud of yourself? It's so strange that this comes up right now. It isn't often that I found myself proud of myself, so to speak. And when I do experience being proud, the celebration isn't something, hey, honey, the celebration isn't something that lasts like for a long amount of time. So I'm not even sure if it counts as a full blown celebration. Right now, in this moment, I'm reminded that my former pastor used to say, what you don't celebrate exits your life. And that makes me wonder if I chose to celebrate more and more boldly and more consistently, if there would then be even more opportunities to celebrate. And what I mean by that is not a punishment thing. It's not a, oh, you're not celebrating this, that, and the third. But what it is I wonder how many other moments we could find ourselves proud of ourselves, how many other moments we could celebrate ourselves, how many more moments we could, really share with the world different things that we're doing or things that we're working on. But in us choosing to not celebrate those things, and us choosing to keep those things to ourselves, or in my case, choosing to label those things as not a big deal, I wonder if that's like pushing back other moments and other opportunities for us to celebrate like more things. Does that make sense? It may not make total sense, but that's just what came to mind. If I choose to celebrate more, if I choose to celebrate more, could that also mean that I'm sowing a seed to welcome more opportunities to celebrate? Or is it that in me choosing to not celebrate, I'm like kind of forfeiting other opportunities? So y'all who are just joining, we are talking about how often do you find yourself proud of yourself? And so this is all the feels February, doing some live journaling. So I just finished with my particular prompt, and just sharing that I don't sometimes I'm learning more as of late to celebrate myself, to celebrate the different things that I've accomplished or things that I'm doing or things that I'm working towards, right? We don't have to wait until the very end of something to celebrate it. But it's one of those things that I wonder why we don't celebrate ourselves more often than we do. I think we all have like that one friend when it's their birthday, it's like their birthday month, right? It's not just that one day. They're going to celebrate for that whole entire month. They're grateful for life. They're grateful to be alive. They love celebrating and being celebrated. And I love those people. I maybe don't attend every single event they have for that month, but what I love is that they're not afraid to say, hey, I'm here and I'm worth celebrating. Do you find yourself to be worth celebrating? Do you find yourself to be worth someone being proud of, or you just being proud of yourself? And if not, you got some digging to do. You get to really uncover and explore, why don't I celebrate myself? right? Like, why don't I make a big deal about my birthday? Why don't I make a big deal about this second degree that I have, or about, me gaining my LLC or establishing a nonprofit, or, anything, closing on a house? Why don't I make a big deal about, losing 2 pounds or gaining 2 pounds? Like, why is it that we don't celebrate those things? Or why do we wait until the end of a thing to sometimes have a full-blown celebration? So I would just want to encourage you all to think through whether or not you feel that you are worthy of being celebrated. And if not, why you think that is. Sometimes, even especially when we're children, that builds a lot of who we are as adults, right? It builds a lot of our view on the world. It builds tons on the view that we have of ourselves. And so if you were that person who maybe didn't get celebrated a lot as a child, if you were that person who, was maybe like overlooked, and, just your presence alone wasn't made to be a big deal, it can kind of work one of two ways sometimes. Either you want all the celebration, you want all the attention, or you're so used to not getting it that you just continue to think, oh, this is just how life is. I'm not going to celebrate my birthday. I'm not going to celebrate the fact that I got a new job. I'm not going to celebrate X, Y, or Z. So I would just challenge you all to think about that, of how you celebrate yourself, if you celebrate yourself, and then how often. Like, when was the last time you told yourself, oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm extremely proud of you for doing X, Y, or Z. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you took a moment to just say, okay, girl, you're doing a good job? Like, when was the last time you said that to yourself? When was the last time that you really chose to celebrate and congratulate yourself? Hey, honey, and congratulate yourself on something that you did. And for those who are live, and of course for those who watch the replay, you're welcome to drop that in the comments. But when was the last time that you celebrated yourself? When was the last time you celebrated yourself? When was the last time you made a big deal about you? And I'll take it a step further, you all. When was the last time you celebrated you just being you? Not because of an accomplishment. When was the last time you just said, you know what, my mere existence is worth celebrating? The fact that I am here, the fact that I am well, the fact that I am alive. When was the last time you really stopped and just said, I'm going to celebrate myself? And I would love for you all to share, for those who are watching live. But yeah, when was the last time you celebrated yourself? When was the last time you told yourself congratulations? When was the last time that you sent out a text message to let people know, oh, hey, y'all, this is something I'm working on? It's about us acknowledging self. It's about us acknowledging our accomplishments. It's about us acknowledging that we're worth celebrating. And for a lot of us, that can be a very tricky thing. So for this particular All the Feels February, we're talking about being proud of yourself, feeling proud. Like, when you feel proud of yourself, when you're celebrated, how does that make you feel? Like, how does your body respond to that? I was, who was I talking to? Yeah, I'll be trying to give like the specific details of every situation ever. But it's the idea of just how giddy do you get just thinking about yourself and how phenomenal you are? Do you even think of yourself as phenomenal? So it's one of those things of really just thinking through, hey, Jimmy, honey, really thinking through all of those things. We're talking about, for those who are just popping in, this is All the Feels February, honey, right, and all the things. We're talking about, when was the last time you celebrated yourself? When was the last time you felt proud of yourself? And Jimmy, I would love for you to even share, just because I've seen your organic growth, right? Like over this past year, you set an intention and you did the darn thing, right? But I wonder, like, did you stop and celebrate yourself, like, for the work that you put in? And how did you do that? But to the point I was going to make a moment ago, you all, I was telling someone the other day, I love, and it sounds so weird, but I love that everybody has a birthday, right? I love that everybody has that one day in the year that they get to be celebrated, and they get the phone calls and the text messages and the gifts and the hugs and the balloons and the cards, right? They get all of these things to know, like, hey, we're celebrating you. But just imagine if you gave that to yourself on a regular basis, if you celebrated yourself on a regular basis, if you chose to be proud of yourself on a regular basis. Like, how would that feel? And maybe that's just how I'm thinking about it. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about, Jimmy. That's what I have been writing about. It's just how we celebrate ourselves and when was the last time we felt proud of ourselves. I actually did, especially October. I was out and buying stuff because I'm hobby. Yes, ma'am. So let me ask you this: do you normally, to celebrate yourself, or when you are feeling proud of yourself, do you normally buy gifts, or like was that the main thing you chose to do for this past time? And for those who don't know, Jimmy's amazing. that's just that. Vintage thrifting and whatnot. She's a reseller, and she has such an eye. For all things clothing. So make sure you guys pop over to her page, check out what she's got going on because it's amazing. But yeah, but I would love to know, when was the last time you all felt proud of yourselves? And what does that feel like? Like, when was the last time you celebrated you? Those are just some things to think about. So you all don't have to drop those in the comments, but definitely some things to think about just as you go into your tomorrow. You can find one thing each day to celebrate yourself for. It doesn't have to be, some grand, thing. It can simply be, I got up on time today. That is amazing because we all know that can be a little struggle sometimes. But yeah, but that was the main thing, you all. That was the main thing that I really wanted to drive home, so to speak, was choosing to be proud of yourself, choosing to celebrate yourself. We don't have to wait for other people to celebrate us or to say, hey, you're worth celebrating. Your worth was determined well before you even came to this earth. So I think that that it's a gift. It's a gift to yourself to celebrate yourself. I also attempted to put up wallpaper, and by the looks of it, I should have called you. Honey, okay, my friend Alyssa helped me, baby. But I'm gonna do this wall too. But I think I'm gonna do this wall over here. Sorry, y'all. We're talking about the my wall back here. I think I'm gonna do this wall a totally different color. Like, I think I either want to pull like a vibrant color out of like my paintings, but just something where I know it can reflect light easily. But yeah, I love this wall. It's so different from the one I have downstairs. But yeah, contact paper is the first like 2 panels were weird, but we chalked it up to like the corners. But literally the other panels, I did 4 panels, I think, across. But Target, it's like speckled. They have it in gold too. But yeah, let me know, honey. I'll see you Thursday anyway. but yeah, try the wallpaper out. It won't defeat you. I think you can do it. I believe in you. What was your pattern that you had that you were going to put up? Probably some sort of leopard print or something, huh? Some sort of cat. But yeah, y'all. So that's really it. That's all that I have for you all this evening. Think about the last time you were proud of yourself. Do you count yourself to be someone who's worth celebrating? And if not, you got some work to do to figure out why. You tried and failed, didn't you? And that's okay, honey. That's all right. Ooh, black and white stripe. Sorry, y'all, talking about the wallpaper again. Yeah, I think it's so interesting though, because contact paper, in my mind, is essentially wallpaper, which we moved away from so many years ago, and now it's back. Nothing really ever like goes away entirely. It's really just a matter of who's deciding that it's that it's the thing to do or whatever. See, I knew it. I knew it. That's gonna be cute. I think you gotta try it again. You let me know. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it later in the week. But yeah, you let me know, and I'm game to come and help, because it really was easy peasy. But yeah, my plan is to do this wall some other color, or I may just switch my office around altogether. This is like the smaller wall, but I'm thinking I may do like the large wall so I can just have more space like between me and the background, just to offer some dimension. But we'll see. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm hopping off. Thank you all for popping in. Again, if you're watching the replay, add to the comments, when was the last time that you celebrated yourself? And your other prompt tonight was, how often do you find yourself proud? So those are your two prompts for today for All the Feels February. I will be back next week. Is that the last one? Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Let me see here. I think that next week might be the last one. Yep, the 22nd. So February 22nd, I will be back for the very last installment, so to speak, or session of All the Feels February. This weekend, Unbecoming is ending, my very first series that I've launched, and I'm super excited. And stay tuned for more details on that, because it is going to be transformed in a few different ways. So, all right, everybody, you all have an amazing evening. Drop my pen. Y'all have an amazing evening, and I will see you all next Tuesday for All the Feels February. Bye, y'all.